Can't buy me love, love.
Time now for Consumer Confidential with David Lazarus.
You can't buy love, but we are talking about investing based on your political ideology. Do tell, David Lazarus.
And that's becoming more of a thing. Omid Malik, who's a former Bank of America executive, is partnering with Donald Trump Jr. on a new venture capital fund that is, in fact, based on political ideology. The idea of this, it's called 1789 Capital, is to invest in MAGA-friendly businesses that reflect Republican values. As Trump Jr. said last year, quote, "It's time to invest in companies that don't hate you." Well, be that as it may, most financial experts say you will make more money if you check your political ideology at the door, regardless of whether you lean left or right. Let's call up our first chart, because this is helpful to get us where we're going. Okay, what this chart shows us is the S&P 500 during both Republican and Democratic administrations since the Eisenhower administration back in 1953. And as you can see, historically speaking, the market tends to go up, and regardless of which party is in power, you're probably going to be making money during that time. Now let's go to our second chart. What this chart shows is if you were to invest $10,000 only during a Republican administration, your $10,000 turns into $83,000. If you invest that same $10,000 only during Democratic administrations, it turns into $254,000. But if you're completely agnostic about your investments and put $10,000 in and whoever's in power, that's not a problem, you walk away with $2.1 million. And that really tells the whole story right there. The market really doesn't care about who's in power. It's all about getting the most bang for your buck. And that's really what you want to be focused on in a situation like this. Now, if you invest regardless of where you're coming from, you'll basically come out ahead. Look at it like this. If you are a Republican and you don't want to invest in woke businesses, well, okay, you might find that satisfying. If you're a Democrat and don't want to invest in, say, an index fund that has a gun maker or a tobacco firm in there, you might also find that satisfying. However, financial experts are very clear on this point. You will weaken your portfolio over time and limit your returns. What's the answer? Focus on the fundamentals. Leave your ideology somewhere else.
I hear what you're saying. Check your outrage at the door. We do that in journalism all the time. We're supposed to check our emotions, to talk about these very important items, these issues, like a business, right? And so I hear what you're saying, but what do you say to folks who might argue it's unscrupulous not to check your conscience at the door? Say, if I don't want to invest in NFTs, or in stocks that say do business with fossil fuel.
NFTs on the mind.
Yeah, sorry. Don't get me started.
You're right. I don't want to be involved with fossil fuels, gun makers, tobacco firms. There's a whole lot of things that people might not want to be associated with, and that's fine. And there will be funds out there that will cater to your interests. The simple fact, however, is you will limit your returns. You're basically going to be cutting off your nose to spite your face in a situation like this. And I'm not telling you that you shouldn't have an ideology in how you approach life. What I am saying is if you want to maximize your returns from your investments, there's only one way to do it, and that is go straight ahead and go for the best companies, and maybe hold your nose a little bit when you take a closer look at what's in your index fund.
Sam holds her nose all the time. Yeah.
Sitting between you two. Oh, God, no, I'm just kidding.
Can I get a check here, please?
It may not be as fun as saying Barbenheimer, but there is another set of movies coming out trying to get people in the box office.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Now, Barbenheimer was obviously a big deal when it happened, and for some reason you were on the planet Mars at that time. Barbie and Oppenheimer came out at the same time, and somehow it turned into a thing, conflating the two films and turning it into an event of going to see them both at the same time, even though they had nothing to do with each other. Well, Hollywood very quickly figured out it's way easier to sell two movies for the price of one, and so of course there's a sequel, and that sequel would be Glicked. This Friday, Wicked and Gladiator 2 are both opening, and Hollywood is really excited about conflating them again and turning them into the same buzzy social event that we saw with Barbenheimer. The question is, can lightning strike twice? Look, I never quite understood the whole thing about Barbenheimer. I mean, Barbie, Oppenheimer, two thematically wildly divergent films, but obviously it was a thing, and who am I to challenge a thing? Will we see the same thing though with Glicked? I'm not so sure, and there's a few reasons for that. First of all, yes, these two movies are just as thematically different as Barbie and Oppenheimer were. At the same time, when Barbenheimer rolled around, there was still a sense of relief out there that the pandemic lockdowns were done with, and that kind of fueled the idea of let's turn movie-going into an event. Well, that's not really a factor anymore. And then there's another element to this as well, and that is streaming is more entrenched in society than ever. And that makes it harder and harder for the big tentpole movies, like the ones coming out on Friday, to get everybody to go into movie theaters because, let's face it, we all have home theaters at this point and streaming services that make movie-going at home a whole lot easier and almost just as fun. So what do we make of Glicked? Well, I have no doubt that these two movies are going to be fun. I don't know whether you need to put them together, but I'm not quite sure that it's going to have the same juice as Barbenheimer did. For example, what I'm thinking here is that Glicked is going to kind of be a little bit more the man behind the curtain as opposed to Barbenheimer's actual wizardry.
Ah.
Okay.
That's a
All right,
Wizard of Oz
there you
reference.
go.
Very nice, very nice.
Nice work, Laz. Absolutely.
But don't men think about the Roman Empire at all times? Isn't that
yeah.
going to fuel people into the theater?
I can't believe we don't wear togas anymore. I mean, because at home, you should. No, never mind. Let's not
Oh,
go
well.
there.